to episode 16 of Once Upon a Game. And why does it sound so quiet? I feel like something's wrong with my settings. Can you guys talk for a second? I'm so scared.
I am Adam.
Oh, okay, good,
This
good.
is
Okay.
Bandit.
Okay, so
You
there's
sound
sound.
alright.
There's sound. Okay. Oh my god, I freaked out. Yesterday, there was an issue with sound. Okay, cool. So yeah, Once Upon a Game is a indie game show about one shots. Believe it or not, with a name like Once Upon a Game, we focus on games that are mainly done by small press publishers. And for the entire month of February, we're focusing on romance-themed games. And today's game is called Hot Guys Making Out. It's a game by Ben Lehman, who is also the creator of the game Polaris, which we played on stream, which is a lot of fun. So Hot Guys Making Out is a quick little pitch. Hot Guys Making Out is going to be a game about a handsome, young, sort of like loner, awesome guy who lives up in the Spanish Pyrenees during the Spanish Civil War, and he's going to fall in love with his ward, who also of Gonzalvo is his name, and yeah, that's pretty much it. It's gonna be a lot of fun. It's a really easy game. It'll probably be a little bit of a short night tonight, just because it's a fun little easy simple game, and it plays up our relationship stuff. So that's kind of the pitch for the game. But before we actually play or anything, let's meet our fabulous guests. To my left here, Paul. How are you doing today?
Hello, I'm doing much better.
You've been
I've been
sick, right?
battling a
Yeah.
sinusitis for like a couple of weeks, and it was sad. I missed the shooting the moon, and what was the other
Yeah.
one for that?
Oh, it was one last job. One last job was a while ago now.
There was a lot one last. I did one last job, but
Yeah.
anyway, I missed shooting the moon, which makes me sad. But I got to like
Fiasco
some
was the one we
other
just
awesome
played.
people
Yeah.
play.
Okay. Yeah.
Uh,
Sure.
But my name is Paul, or you can find me on the internet as Leavington, where I mostly draw pictures of stuff.
Yes. Yeah. You are quite the artiste. So.
Eh.
And Adam.
You're good, don't lie.
Yeah. Adam, how are you?
Hello, I am Adam. I'm great. I have my dog with me today.
Oh, awesome. Yes, it's quite a beautiful dog. Will the dog be joining us this evening for Once Upon a Game?
Maybe.
Okay.
He.
We have to get him
Oh,
on roll
I think
20
he's
real
leaving.
quick.
I think he is leaving. Okay,
Okay.
he's doing his own thing. Okay,
Awesome. Awesome.
I'm doing
Fantastic.
good. I made a Patreon today, and I made
Ooh.
a banner for that Patreon today, so that was pretty good.
Oh, what is this Patreon for?
I am making story games.
You're making story games? On
Yes.
and you're playing here on Once Upon a Game?
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's
It's
so
almost like
awesome.
we have similar interests.
Yeah. How about you go ahead and link us in chat here in case anybody wants to see what
Okay.
your Patreon is, and I'll be sure to include it in the VODs of this game when it goes on YouTube.
Sure. For anyone who's just listening or is in another tab, it's patreon.com/darklavendervoid, I believe.
Mm-hmm. Pretty. And you're designing. Ooh, that's a very pretty Patreon.
I'm a fan of it too. I was surprised what I could do with just Photoshop.
Yeah.
Photoshop can actually do a lot. I'm sounding like I'm dissing it a little bit, but I'm not.
Cool. Awesome. No, I'm excited. I'm gonna read it and check it out after this show, because that's awesome. I want to support designers who make story games.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, let's before we dive right in here to Hot Guys Making Out. Quick little things about story games. I know we've played before, but just in case it's the first time anyone's seen this show from the audience or anything like that, I want to just go over a quick little like advice for playing these games and sort of our safety measures here. So the first thing would be to be obvious. Go ahead and just say the first things that come to your mind. Don't overthink things. Don't try to always be super cool. I don't know how to be cool. Maybe that's why I do story games. Maybe that's why. So maybe it's kind of bad advice for all of us. But except Paul. Paul's probably the coolest of us with his sweet art skills. But so say the first thing that comes to your head. The second one is to always be stealing. Steal liberally from every source you've ever seen, so like or read or consumed. Just be like a carrion picker, like like a vulture or something, and just pick apart the juicy innards of every single type of media you like to consume, and just steal little bits of it and create a little Frankenstein monster for this one shot, and you'll be aces. And because this is a one shot, we won't be returning to this game, so don't be afraid to bring it. If you want to go take things to a next level, I encourage you, because we're going to be playing with a thing called the Veil, or what I like to call the X card. If there's anything that's uncomfortable to you in any kind of way, even if you thought you were comfortable with what was going on, and then an hour later you're like, actually, the game would be more fun for me if we didn't have this in it, because it makes me uncomfortable. Let us know. And like magic, things gone, whatever that uncomfortable stuff is. And because it is magic, you don't have to explain why. We just take it as face value. So that's sort of the long and the short of the little spiel for beginning Once Upon a Game. Other than that, I think we're ready to begin the game, right? Let's move over to game land here. So we're gonna be playing a game called Hot Guys Making Out, and I'm gonna open up the book here. And we're gonna read the little intro to the starting player, or the starting kind of round for the game. Okay. How about since I've been talking a lot, how about one of you guys read the italics on page 14 of the book?
Let me open up to it first.
Okay. Then while we're doing that, I'll start then. How about that?
Okay, great.
So the car races through the dark mountain roads, crisscrossing through fascist and Republican territories, dodging roadblocks and checkpoints. Pelted by rain and gravel, it finally arrives at a noble house, well kept but ancient. In front of the house stands a beautiful man, his eyes distant, his mouth frowning slightly. Next to him, a maid holds an umbrella to keep the rain off his master's long, flowing hair. One of you?
I can take it next.
Go for it.
The driver opens Gonsalvo's door. Somehow at that moment, the boy understands that he has arrived at his new home. Does he dare give voice to his feelings? In this remote territory, can he find shelter from the horrors of war? Who is this gorgeous mystery man, and what hidden debt does he owe Gonsalvo's murdered father?
Yes. So that is the first time. That is how we're going to be playing this game today. It's going to be a lot of fun. So, with that sort of like premise to the game, that's basically the setup. We are going to go ahead and start choosing our characters here. So we have 3 characters to choose from this evening. We have Gonsalvo. The description here is Gonsalvo is an orphan. He's a shy young man who has trouble standing up for himself. He is emotional, passive, and introspective. Play Gonsalvo if you like talking about your emotions, voicing inner monologue, and letting others take the lead. The next one is Honoré. Honoré, or is it Honoré? It's Honoré,
from
right?
what I know of Spanish, it would be honoré.
Honoré, yeah, okay. Honoré, that's not going to work. It's going to be Honoré for me.
Okay.
Honoré is a master of the house. He's a stern yet alluring former nobleman. He is passionate, active, and dashing. Play Honoré if you like taking intense, direct action towards your goals. And then last but not least, Maria. Maria is Honoré's devoted maid and body servant. She is insightful, proper, and sometimes spiteful. Play Maria if you want to be a supportive player who gives advice. So those are the 3 characters we have to choose from this evening. Is any of those characters shooting out to anybody?
Like I said before we went live, Gonsalvo is going to be me.
Okay, cool. Yep, totally. You are now Gonsalvo. Congratulations. So Adam, if you could go ahead and change your name in Roll20 to just add Gonsalvo at the bottom here.
Yeah, let's do it.
And I have people's wrong names on here. Classic Eric.
Production quality happening right before your eyes. I think I will play on Array, if you don't mind.
Ooh. Okay. Yeah. I'll play Maria. I'll play the maid. And this game comes with a bunch of like preset threats that we can play with. And the one that they suggest that we start out with is the threat that you see on your screen here. It's that Maria is jealous of Gonsalvo. All right. So that's basically the gist for the game here. If you want, we can kind of like reread the paragraph, the opening paragraph again about the car zigzagging through the mountain roads and it's raining. But other than that, then play starts with Gonsalvo's player describing a character's thoughts, feelings, and actions. So we've all been dealt 5 cards, and the way this game is going to work is that we're going to take turns playing these cards. Depending on what kind of cards we play, they give us what's called normal actions, and normal actions depend on what our character's archetypes are. It's kind of what I was talking about earlier about Gonsalvo is very introspective, very passive. Honoré is very like direct, forward, confident, and Maria is very sensitive, intelligent, and sometimes spiteful. So that is that's sort of the way you play actions, and then everybody with special cards, depending on what character they are, they can play a special action, and these special actions can trigger intimate moments.
And I believe the cards have to be played like incrementally, right? Like
Yes.
if you play a 7, I have to play a 7 or better.
Correct. So when we're going to start playing cards, we're going to be playing so the Gonsalvo basically sets the pace for the first scene. You can play whatever type of card you want. However, the following card you must follow up with a higher card.
Okay. I'm just going to play a card then.
Yep. So the rules suggest while playing Hot Guys Making Out, you'll build up the story in turns, and each turn one player will play a card and tell a small part of the story, roughly equivalent to a panel in a comic book or a sentence in a novel. So
I say how much I love that description?
Yeah. So like to give you an idea of what playing a card means and what you should be doing, that's what playing a card is. So we're going to be building one kind of collective scene together iteratively with our cards. Okay?
Yeah.
So
Alrighty.
Yep. And so say you have cards left in your hand and they're lower than the cards that are available, then what you do is you pass. And what that means is you discard your cards. You discard that card and you basically cycle it and reshuffle and grab and draw a new card. And when you pass, you just describe an environmental detail, like a vignette about something that's going on in the scene that's outside of a character. Okay?
Yeah, I thought that was cool too when I was reading through the rules. Because it doesn't just like, okay, you've run out of cards, now let's throw you out of the scene.
There's no stats on it.
It gives you like a vital role that's often overlooked, which is great. Okay, so Gonsalvo, he's like at the front of this, what is it now? It's like Honoré's dwelling. Is it a mansion or is it?
It's an ancient estate, yes.
Okay, ancient estate, yeah, sure.
Like a villa.
Yes.
In the mountain.
totally.
Or a chateau is another way of describing it.
I think he's thinking about silent the entire time, as Gonsalvo often is. He's just kind of like, you can see his eyes absorbing every detail of the environment. Like he sees like the garden out in front and
through the rain,
porch with the exactly. The porch with this like wrought iron railing and this white painted door with glass and like brass, like, you know how like there's brass parts that like cut through glass sometimes?
Yeah, like
windows and things like that?
Yeah, kind of like paneled stained glass.
Yeah, There you go.
Sure.
It's got some of that.
Yeah.
And he is going to rush out of the rain.
In what direction?
I think he's going into the house, like onto the porch. And I think as he's going in, there's like...
So he's going to go
This
past
perfect-
Maria and Honore. Wait.
Probably. I don't think he likes being out in the rain that much. But I think like in front of the house, there's like this white, now with the rain sort of gray square tile.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, as he's running to get inside, because he's always used to running to get out of rain, he's going to slip on the tile just a bit, and you hear like the crunch of pebbles at the end of the slip. And I think he falls backwards onto his bum, and he's stuck in the rain, just a little bit short of the porch.
Oh, he slips?
Nice.
Mhm.
Oh,
So whose turn is it next? Is it gonna be Adam, me?
it's
you,
literally
Eric?
it's anybody's. It's very free play. The game is very
okay.
loosey goosey. It's basically
Good.
It follows the tempo and stuff of
Because
the
I think
of the
it
scene.
says like pass to the left, but we don't
But,
really
yeah.
to the left.
So that's why it's just. I mean, for me, it's feeling like you should be the next person since
yeah.
you are Honore. But
So
if anything, then I was just gonna play a scene about gesturing. So like, go ahead.
yeah, no, I was gonna jump in here. I was just making sure
Mhm.
that we follow the rules, even though we're bad at following the rules.
Yeah,
Sometimes.
it's not once upon a game unless we're bad at following the rules.
All right. So I don't want to go super out. How do I flip these things? There we
You
go.
have to right click it. Yes.
So it's let me zoom in so I can actually see the cards.
Yeah.
All right. So that's a 7. It's not a hard, so it's not like a special action. So I can take normal actions, which for Honore is acted decisively and effectively. So I think even though like Maria is like holding the umbrella over him, he like bolts out into the rain because he sees Gonsalvo.
Yeah.
Let me write that down because I'm gonna forget it.
It's actually on Roll20.
Yeah. Yeah, but I'm like browsing through the rules and stuff.
Oh, okay. Oh, you live in that one
Just
monitor life.
because like it gives you like here's the things you can do, but you have to get like a special action to do certain things, and like I don't know.
Oh yeah,
Don't want to go like out of bounds too far.
sure.
But regardless, yeah, like decisively, like immediately step out into the rain. Maria is probably like, wants to follow him with the umbrella, but she's like too slow. She doesn't expect Honore. They just walk out into the rain to go help this boy, or boy, young
Oh, yeah.
man.
Yeah. So like,
And he like kneels beside Gonsalvo and like helps him up, like
yeah.
physically.
And I think the panel of the comic book probably just has the maid like being like, like Honore, and like I'm like trying to like catch up to you with the umbrella as you like defiantly quickly rush to pick up the aid of
Mhm.
So
Do we get another panel of like, it's like,
me?
it takes up a little less than half of the page, and there's the rain coming down, and Honore is so much larger than I am that he's just like, he is an umbrella. His
Yeah.
entire body is an umbrella for Gonsalvo.
Nice.
So yeah, I think my my scene. I meant to flip that card. So I think my scene is going to be actually following up what I just said there. It will be Maria rushing over, and while Honore is kind of covering Gonsalvo with his body and trying in a makeshift kind of
Yeah.
thing. I think Maria comes over and kind of like still tries to like gesture to keep both of you under her umbrella if she could, but so I think maybe there's like a crack of thunder and stuff in the background, and I think Maria gestures that oh dear, your travel wear is all ruined. We must get that off you at once and get washed for supper will be ready soon. We can't have you, showing up to dinner all wet and dirty.
And you're saying this to Gonzalo? I thought you were saying it to Honore at first, but
Oh no, I was
Okay.
kind of saying it just to open, but it's mostly directed to Gonzalo, right? Like I'm remarking like, oh no, like you're dirty. Like we can't, that's not what we do here. And I'm kind of like the maid, so like I look out for this kind of stuff, right?
Gonzalo is probably like pretty embarrassed, and he looks at Maria, puts his hand over his mouth, and takes it off, and immediately apologizes
Cool.
and stands up himself.
All right. So I think you need to play a card,
Okay, cool.
or yeah. So the order then will just keep being this.
Yeah, totally. Gotta put my card down. Flip it in
Now
the
I
first set.
remember what someone was saying from Story Games about this game.
Wasn't
Yeah,
it?
the
Played it correctly.
the waiting to your left is like the awkward part of this game, because sometimes there's like conversations when clearly like the next scene should be somebody else, but like
Yeah.
I guess that just involves clever passing.
Yeah, I think it gives you option to just pass, but by forcing it to the left, it feels like, oh, I have to do something now.
Right. So anyways, let's talk about that after.
Yeah.
Just my first impression.
Ooh.
Playing it back up
Oh boy.
Damn.
So Jack, a Jack is Gonzalo's special power. So let me bring up the normal actions here. So Marie, so let's. Oh, this is normal action. Let's bring up the characters. Sorry. When Gonzalo plays a Jack, he has a special ability to invoke a moment of passion. You can briefly play out how their relationship escalates in emotional intimacy. Honore and Gonzalo do something emotionally intimate they've never done before, which makes sense because they haven't met before.
Mhm.
So you profusely apologize. And
But I also played a heart.
yes, so I guess you could do either one, right? It doesn't say that it compounds. So
Does it say I can do both?
I think it's your choice. It can be either. You can invoke either quality of the card.
Okay.
Because they can be treated as though they were numbered. Therefore, you can invoke it as a heart. Right?
Okay.
I think it's either or.
Yeah.
Or both, I think would be fine too.
Yeah. So my special unrestricted action is that I don't act like Gonzalo normally does. I act like Honore does. So I'm kind of like taking from his example a little bit. I think I'm going from apologizing to standing up on my own. I'm bringing everybody onto the porch, and I'm squeezing both Maria's and especially Honore's hands. And I'm saying thank you both so much.
Nice.
And I'm saying something like your kindness precedes you or something like that, but the wording's a little bit different, like you're already so sweet and wonderful to me already, looking out for me and whatnot.
Yeah.
All right.
The Pope is not so benevolent as you, sir.
I got this one. Flip.
The tense reveal. There we go. Oh, okay. It's a Jack.
It's another
But
Jack,
it's a
but that's
diamonds.
not special for me.
Yeah.
Kings are special.
Yeah,
No.
so for honore, once again, it's the kings that are important for you. Yes.
Yeah. So uh, I I give no. I think rather than waiting for because like our you, there can be a fourth member. He was a driver, I think, but Olivier is also
Yeah.
like adjacent, I believe. So rather than waiting for Olivier to open the door as a manservant would, it's Honore who himself like opens the door and welcomes in uh,
Oh,
Gonsalvo
can
into his
I?
home.
Would you mind if I suggest a little slight addendum?
Yeah, go for it.
They're double doors, and you
Yeah.
open them in the rain like Aragon. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like they just like swing open, and it's like
yeah.
a wide open like foyer that's like like almost like a ballroom, like
Mhm.
extravagant. Yeah, and like
And
it's like but
then
like you're
like
kind of
maybe
wet and like from the rain and stuff, so it's like
yeah,
it's totally like
totally.
Aragon.
But he takes like a step or two inside and like spins on his heels and like with arms open is like Gonsalvo, welcome to your new home.
Like Willy Wonka.
Yeah, totally like Willy Wonka.
Oh my god, awesome. Um, I want to see something real quick. All right. So I'm revealing Ace. An Ace is a special card. An Ace is a threat card. What that means is that I get to, with one Ace, I may foreshadow the threat. And since this game's threat is that Maria is jealous of Gonsalvo, I think it will just be a nice simple remark, being like, "Wow, Honore, you've never done that for anyone before." Something like that. Just gesturing to the fact that you took the lead and opened the door and
Mhm.
welcomed someone in like that. Right? I've never seen you behave that way, which is okay.
All right. So does the threat go up? Because it has like 4 stages.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Escalate still, or I can match it at least.
Jesus.
Okay, so I think Gonsalvo, I think his cheeks are really hot despite how cold the rain is. Or maybe because of it as well.
Mm-hmm.
His face is pretty like red and flush and stuff like that. And I think it makes sense for him to like that feeling probably wells up into his eyes, and like you can't really see it because he's wet from the rain, but he's starting to cry a little bit, and he's not really voicing that he's so humbled that Honore is doing all of this for him.
Well, right.
And I don't think he understands what Maria is doing.
No, not at all.
Yeah, like it's like properness is such a like noble thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Is that it for you?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. Well, I can't play anything.
Well,
So
then
what
you
do I
must
do?
pass. You must play a card of lesser value and pass. And when you pass, you must describe a little like vignette or something about the scenery in like a, just a description.
Okay. So I think we're in the open, in the like foyer where you come in. There's like two like double stairs, curving towards like each other.
Oh yeah, like the double flanking staircase. Oh
Like,
yeah, absolutely.
absolutely. On the left, there's like smaller doors. Like on the left and the bottom, there's like smaller doors, which are obviously for staff. Maybe to me, obviously to staff as Honore, but maybe not as obvious to Consalvo immediately. And to the right is like a dining room and a sitting room and stuff like that, which are open. Like there's no doors. And through the windows, you can still see the rain, but there's like garden in front, garden on the side, garden in the back. It's like garden everywhere. Sorry. And I discard, and then take a new one, right?
No, I don't think you draw for
I
replacement.
don't take it out. All right. So it's just discard it in the bottom here then.
I think this is just how.
Oh
we
no, you must
spiral
draw a
off
card.
of it.
No, you must draw a card.
Oh, okay.
If you opt to pass, discard a card.
There we go.
But if you if you have no cards left, you must pass. Don't discard anything. Just describe a detail and draw a card.
All right. Well, there we go.
Okay. So I think. Okay, I know what I'm gonna do. Queen of Hearts. What I'm going to do is I think we see a scene of Maria talking to Oliver, our butler, to be like, I imagine Oliver is carrying a bunch of baggages, like like all like your belongings and stuff, and a couple suitcases and a trunk or something, and I order Oliver to bring that up to our new guests' quarters, and I think we see Maria take Gonzalvo by the hand and kind of like lead you up one of the staircases. To lead Gonzalo up one of the staircases, mentioning about how she's so excited to have someone new in the house, and it's been a long time since anyone's been in the house besides the three of them.
Well, aren't Maria and Gonsalvo about the same age?
Yes.
Or was that okay? Yeah.
So I think so Maria, in just in a very friendly way, just is holding your hand, like helping you up the stairs, like, please come on, let me show you to the room. Olivier, come on, bring along the bags and stuff. Come on, there's so much to see in this amazing apartment. There's rooms that you can just get lost in. This place is magnificent, and as a maid here, I know all the secrets. And I mentioned after we get everybody up to your room and you drop off your stuff, I throw we bring you into the room and we see like a little bit of I know this scene's kind of going on along. We're just gonna see Gonsalvo kind of like looking around at this like lavish room, right? This lavish bedroom, like a room he's never like dreamed of before, right? Like imagine an Oliver Twist like life into just utter wealth, and you're kind of just like stuck, and maybe like the camera like spins around you, or like we see you just like staring, and all of a sudden you get hit smacked in the face with a bathrobe, and and little like thing on the comment scene, it says like, come on, like quickly and change, come on, like we need, like you're dirtier than Honore would wish. Wash yourself up and freshen yourself up in the bathroom, and meet us downstairs for dinner. We're having your favorite.
I think more quickly than Maria would expect, I remove whatever I'm wearing on top almost immediately. Because I'm just used to being an orphan. Like, I don't have, like...
Privacy?
Yeah. I don't have, like,
are you undressing in front of Maria?
Yeah, but just, like, the top.
Oh, yeah.
To start off with.
I think Maria politely giggles and kind of just looks away, like sorry, and continue. She might actually like giggle and be like, oh, I better go check on dinner, and maybe like closes the door and lets you finish changing. The bathroom is to the left, and then.
All right. So me.
Yes.
I once more have to pass because I have crap cards.
Didn't I have gone?
Oh, that's right.
Since I go first? Yeah.
I thought that was you. But
I think no, we get our scenes confused on Once Upon a Game quite often.
It's
All right.
okay. I mean,
Go
whatever
for it.
tells the best story, really. I mean,
Yeah, exactly.
ultimately, that's what we're trying to do here. So if the rules get in the way, then fools be damned.
I can't top Queen.
So any face card is 11.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So what do I do if I...
So you pass.
Okay, sure.
You describe something, but I know I have to pass, and I'm not sure if we want to take the scene anywhere else. So I think we can just reshuffle if the scene is done.
Mm-hmm. I think the scene's about played out.
So
I think we're moved on to whether we want to do a bathroom scene or a dinner scene or something like that, leading on. So I'm prepared to move on to a new
all right.
spot, because I was gonna pass as well.
All right.
Doesn't really. Okay, so now that we've done that, if we all pass, then we all just draw up to 5 cards again. Do I have to do that for everybody, or do you have access on the Roll20?
I have no idea.
All right, I'll just do it. I'm gonna deal 3 cards to myself real quick, so I know that's done. How many cards do you need, Honore / Leafington?
I thought we reshuffle and do like all of them except for the aces. They stay on the
Do you
deck.
reshuffle? When all players have passed. Oh yeah, reshuffle cards. Dang.
Except the ace.
Except for the ace.
Mhm.
So I have to manually recall all the cards.
Oh, that's gross.
I don't know how it works in Roll20. I've never worked with decks.
Oh my god, I have no idea how to make that work.
Oh, I think I know how to make it work.
All I can do is recall on the table.
Yeah, but here's what I think. Where's that ace?
Yes. Oh, I put it in my hand, and
Give me the ace.
no, I'll give the ace to myself. Oh god.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, give
Now
the ace to yourself. Then recall all of them that are on the table.
Yes. So smart.
There you go. Yeah.
Shuffle. Deal 5 cards to each player. Look at that. That's some Roll20 magic right there.
Magic.
Cool. So yeah, let's all right, look at my cards here. Womp. Okay. I can play with that. Homie can play this.
Okay, great.
So I think it's back to Gonsalvo, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Cool. So
Because the Gonsalvo always starts.
Yep. So where do you want to take this scene? What do you want to do? You can flash forward. You can just ignore the shit that was getting set up. Like, it doesn't matter. Whatever you want to do, it's cool. There's a lot of cool ideas for scenes in the book, like breakfast or dinner.
I think the natural progression is Maria closes the door from the last scene, and then we go straight to dinner with like a short, like we see Olivier and Maria prepping dinner.
Yeah.
What do we kind of think that...
I said it's your favorite. So what is your favorite? I was going to say something like...
Probably something with lemon in it. Like...
I was going to say rabbit.
Yeah.
Like
we could do that.
Hair. I don't know.
Yeah, probably hair and like...
Because hair with lemon is actually really good.
Is it? I've never tried it before.
Yeah. I mean, lemon, salt, and pepper is pretty much good for any white meat. So,
but
and
it's
some
like
garlic,
it's
maybe
like
some
some
thyme,
kind of
rosemary, if you really want to
maybe
get crazy.
some kind of stew thing
Yeah,
where it's like kind of peasanty.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It's rustic. It's charming. Is probably what Maria would say.
Yeah, exactly. So I think there's the hair with the lemon,
Mhm.
and then for dessert, there's probably like this, like,
Let's just get full George R. R. Martin on here. Just describe the whole feast.
there's like probably some like sugary, like lemon bar sort of thing.
Oh yeah, lemon squares.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, so you really like lemon?
Yeah,
Okay,
I really like lemon.
cool. Okay, that's good to know.
Yeah. Um,
All right.
yeah.
So, are you playing a card?
Yeah, I need to. Let's play a two of hearts. There we go. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that it for you?
Um,
do you
no,
want
because I
to-
kind of have to describe what Gonsalvo's feeling.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
feeling, and it's a heart. So
Yeah, I could
Yeah.
go the other way as well.
mhm.
I think Gonsalvo, before it can be served, looks around in the cabinets for a plate and just serves himself while Olivier is in a pantry that's enormous. And while Maria isn't looking, she's got like a whisk and she's whisking something.
Mm.
And she's like pretty intently focused on that. So Gonzalo just kind of quietly opens like a cabinet, grabs a plate, and starts serving up just like a little bit of hair, because I think he still has reservations about like having too much.
Oh
But he
yeah,
doesn't
you give yourself a tiny
give him all
portion.
of it.
Yeah.
And since I have the heart, I do it.
Yeah.
Maria and Olivier don't notice.
Yeah, of course.
So are you?
Does that mean
Is this like in
Honoré
the
doesn't
dining room
notice?
and there's like some table side stuff going on with the servants? Are you in the kitchen?
I was in the kitchen.
He's
Yeah.
basically
I'm grabbing stuff out of the
Splinter
kitchen.
selling himself some hair right now,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
Just basically just snuck in there and just like Tom Clancy himself a nice little bowl of
Like I
grub.
imagine there wasn't even lemon on it yet, so I just grabbed it.
Yeah, like it's not
just-
ready, and yeah.
Yeah.
But like you don't like you're hungry and you're an orphan, right? Like you don't know protocol, so it makes
Yeah.
perfect sense. Which would be a perfect time for Honoré too.
Mm-hmm. All right. It's awesome.
Paul.
All right. Ooh. Let's go ramp it up against my cards, man. Flip it. Right. So Honoré pokes his head into the kitchen, and maybe Olivier and Maria are like, "What the hell are you doing here?" They have like shocked look of like he's never in the kitchen.
Mhm.
And Honoré is like, "Gonsalvo, I was looking for you," and he like gets like a stool or something and sits like at one of the counters of the kitchen too. And then he says to Maria, "I guess we'll have dinner in here."
Oh, that's so sweet. Oh shit. All right. I was thinking about how that would have gone a different way, and that's fucking awesome.
Paul, you
Wow.
play a very good Honore.
Yeah. Um,
Dude, we gotta get to the hot guys making out.
They gotta be close.
I think Maria. Let's see. So Maria's regular turn is supposed to just voice her thoughts or voice of Olivier. Um, I think. I think she protests a little bit. She's used to doing things a little bit in a more formal way. I think she mentions like, oh, oh, okay, that's no problem. I will go take the dinnerware from the table that we painstakingly set up and we'll bring it in here. No problem.
So passive aggressive.
Oh,
That's our Maria.
we haven't. I mean, I had half a mind to be like, well, you know, we haven't eaten in here since she passed, so like, I went pretty easy.
Uh-huh.
So
I mean,
it's
alright.
yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think Maria's sort of like the traditionalist-y kind of person, like, you know.
Yeah, I can see
It's a manner, and I'm used to serving people in a way, and it's not unconventional and doesn't fit.
Yeah, I was almost exactly about to say she's not used to tradition being broken.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
Gonzalez is just like this wrecking ball. This
Yeah.
very quiet, sweet
it's-
wrecking ball
I know that's what makes it so
that's just
sweet.
ruining everything.
Yeah, no, I love how the story is. Yeah, I'm supposed
Yeah.
to be. I'm foiling you, Gonzalo.
Exactly.
Right. So yeah, I love it.
Okay, so I'm gonna play
I'm not done yet.
Jack.
Yeah, those 30 slot bags.
I think we go to eating in the kitchen.
The cloth that takes a.
Okay.
Like Maria's pulled in all of the silverware and all that's done, and we're just kind of eating where they were prepping, and that's all been cleaned up. Like there would have been like a normal kitchen mess with
Oh,
probably
yeah.
like
Oh yeah, like, you know, like
Nope.
giant salad bowls that are like messy and that kind of stuff. You
Oh, I
know,
was
like
thinking,
serving bowls.
like, there's like a little bit of stray blood from the hair because they had to butcher it here because
Oh,
it's
you
fresh.
mean yeah? Okay. Oh yeah, yeah.
And
Okay.
that had to be wiped up.
Yeah. Sure. Oh, okay. Yeah, like some legit prep work. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, there's probably like a flashback at some point during the scene, probably when we started, where Olivier is butchering the hair.
Oh.
But there, like a napkin gets put on that spot, so like he just gets hit, and then like the nice silverware is put on top of that.
Mm.
Yeah,
The mess in the kitchen.
yeah, exactly. I think he's used to where was I going with that? Shoot. Like he's not used to the tradition at all. Like
No.
if we're going to just eat in the kitchen now, that's just a thing. That's like a thing that can vary from day to day. So that's not like
Oh, don't worry. Don't don't worry. Your trouble would head, my kid. Maria's got you for that.
yeah.
My sweet summer
Um,
child.
Yeah, exactly. Obviously the hair is delicious.
Yeah.
And I mean, I am playing a Jack, so
Yep.
I think I'm sitting right next to Honore. And does anyone have any anything to blurt out for how I can like emotionally escalate what's already there.
What do you mean?
Well, I played a Jack, so I'm showing a moment of passion between Honore and Gonsalvo.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I could see how what Honore would do, but not necessarily you.
Exactly.
I think what you could do is what I would imagine, as a suggestion. What if this is overwhelming to you? What if you you're recoiling to the like you're rejecting the fact that now your life's completely perfect. Like it's like hitting you that like why how did I deserve this? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And there's a chance of like and you look for emotional comfort.
Yeah, he's been on the verge of tears like for the entire time. And
Right.
the only reason he wasn't crying when Maria and him were in the same room was because he was distracted. Now that he's eating, he's a little more distracted
shock.
and able to like go backwards into his head.
Yeah.
And he just starts welling up again, and now there's nothing to hide it.
Yeah. The game mentions a lot of times that sometimes just being like describing a scene and just kind of having the silence hang there,
the tense silence thing
is perfectly reasonable.
Mm-hmm.
So I could definitely see something like So you're just kind of it's the feels are starting to hit you, like the feel train is arriving at station.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
And I think I maybe look at Honore.
Yeah.
For like, and I don't hide my sorrow from him. I'm just kind of looking at him like a kid with tears in their eyes looks at their like parents. Like I am just sad, and I'm not going to hide that from you.
Yeah, I mean you're an orphan kid.
Yeah,
and you're gonna have confusing feelings.
Or overwhelmed or whatever like that.
Yeah.
That's my card.
Yeah, no, you feeling overwhelmed is a great one. That works.
Yeah, I like it too.
All right. So I'm gonna. I also have a Jack.
Oh.
Yay.
Hey, B Gaming. Thanks for tuning in, my friend. Thank you so much for the host.
So Honore, like wipes his mouth because he just like ate or something when like you see the feel strain starting.
Mm-hmm.
But he wipes his mouth and then he excuses Maria and Olivier. Sends him away, whether they're already gone or not. Like we can leave that up, but that's
they would have been there because they've been cleaning up something.
Right. Like they're supposed to be in the kitchen, but they're also eating there, and it's like was maybe kind of awkward for them. But like he wants to send them away.
Yeah,
and
it's like, could you go freshen the garden or something? And they're like,
no. He would just be like, can you excuse us?
Oh, okay, yeah, okay, sure.
He doesn't have to explain himself to the help.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, sure. No, I like that a lot, actually. Yeah. Okay. Now I'm getting how our characters behave.
Like, pulls his stool like right next to Gonsalvo and like maybe pats him a little bit. Like it's not super physical, but like he
hand on the thigh.
There's no hugs or something because I didn't have any hearts because that would have been really good there.
Just hey there, slugger.
Yeah, like on the shoulder and a hand on the shoulder, and it's like, it's okay. Those awful things are gone.
Oh yeah, the war will not get us here, or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shit.
And I think Gonsalvo just replies something like, "It's like a dream to me," or something like that.
Oh yes.
And then just goes quiet.
It's almost time for our break.
Right.
And I think that actually might be a good scene for our break.
Okay.
Yeah. Unless we were gonna ramp it up even more. Because I was gonna have to pass this round. or I was gonna really hope I could pass this round. So how about that? Let's go to our first break. It's 9:57.
Sure.
And we'll come back. So guys, we'll see you in 8 minutes with more hot guys making out as things heat up in the kitchen, which sounds like we're playing a Food Network TV show.
I'm into it.
But I promise you we're not. We're playing really cool role playing. So stay tuned, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Oh, and